And as you guys start walking, yes.
So here's a caravan. I'll be on this side of it. I guess the caravan will be on the other side, and these guys will be sitting alongside of us, walking alongside. Who's sitting there with me? Are you sitting there with me? Or are you
not Mr.
You're definitely not inside.
Not Mr. Dick Puncher.
We haven't really decided. The caravan is now moving.
Where's the caravan moving at?
It's going in the direction
We're going to meet their
vampire.
boss lady
We're gonna go meet the boss later.
Currently, Madame Ava is this vampire's name. Possible
So
vampire.
I'm gonna run up real quick, and I'm gonna.
Punch him in the dick again?
Right. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. No, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on what's it, Rakkar?
Rekka.
Rekka. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Rekka. So does it have any effect?
He seems like he's more naturally perky about his normal self.
Okay.
And
Right there.
I know what you're getting
Read
at.
that.
I know what you're getting at. I know what you're
Does it
getting
have
at.
any effect on him?
No, he feels much more preppy and better, and
Is he healed?
his stomach ache goes away.
Is he healed?
So he is healed.
So his wounds are healed.
His
You're
wounds
about
are
to hit him in
healed.
the dick again, aren't you?
They're not
He
vampires.
says, "Thank you."
He's not a vampire.
He says, "I appreciate
They
you
are.
making up for that. Can you please share this wonderful wine with me?"
No.
I think you should take the drink.
You take the drink.
I'm very bad with alcohol.
Well,
Actually, friend, I have something for you. I would like to. Why do I keep doing fucking Russian? I'm done with the accent.
Because I'm doing Russian.
I'd like to share some wine with you. I picked up in my travels. I think you might actually really like it. Would you care to try some?
Yeah, you mean the ale that you took from our camp?
No, that's a different one.
No, don't lie to me.
No, I don't.
Pass me the ale.
There you go. Take a drink. Enjoy.
Okay, I will take drink of this if you take drink of mine.
Sure.
Rothka. Where's Stanimir?
Stanimir! You hear a muffled, like, kind of just like, and like, and you hear a bump kind of on one of the things, and you hear, "Oh fuck!" And he throws a cloth off of him, and he kind of looks up out of the caravan, looking around. He's been asleep. What do you want? And Raka says, "Your friends from earlier are here."
I like these guys.
I like how they're still calling us friends.
Yeah.
we're not friends.
I also like he's still on board with all this shit.
Stanimir kind of gets up. He kind of works his way over to you guys. He sees you guys following the caravan beneath him, and he goes, "Why do you walk, my friends? Please, you can stand on carriage, you can sit on carriage, or you can keep walking. It's up to you."
Was
It's
I
your
walking?
legs."
I meant to get on the caravan. I'm not doing that.
He's on the caravan. He's on the caravan. I was already on the caravan. I'm actually right here, sir. I'm right next to you.
Why are you calling him sir, bro? Grow some balls with
I,
yourself, man.
I'm tinier than him. I have to develop this sort of, talk to larger creatures. I mean, people.
So, since you are all here now, I'll share my story with you as
How
you
long
come
is your
along.
story?
Not very long.
All right.
This is just enjoyable.
No one interrupt him. Start now.
He takes one of his mugs and he fills it with wine, and he takes a drink. He pulls a torch that was nearby sitting there, and he spits it into the torch, and big old fire flame blast kind of just goes off, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I was supposed to do that campfire for you guys, but here we are." So I had
Inside the caravan?
to no roof on top of this thing. So the flames, they turn from orange to green as they dance and sway, and a dark shape kind of takes image in the flames.
I told you we should listen to the story.
Would have happily listened if we had a way back.
We come from an ancient land here, whose name is long forgotten, a land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Stanimir continues, "One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back toward his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. Deep in the fire, you see the dark figure standing with a sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us. As we protected him, we bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose. And know that you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave this domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourself, to end the Dreadlord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, she knows all. When we arrive, you should talk to her. She might be able to help you in what happens here next.
I have a question. If you say that you're allowed where we are, peacefully, calmly, why were you over at the other town in the first place harassing people? What was the point?
Their definition of harassing may be different than ours. All we did was offer them ale and food.
What was your prince's name?
You should talk to Madame Eva.
This guy's working for the vampire.
Well,
Matter, you was probably the vampire.
we don't know that. He said it was a prince. Was it
Okay,
a
Mr.
princess?
fucking
Hey,
optimistic.
listen, bro.
There's binaries
Hey,
here.
Magic Man.
They're all
Magic
thralls
Man.
for the vampire.
This ain't a book. This ain't a story. This is real life. Get your head out that book stuff, bro.
I feel like we can follow this to a mission where we can get paid.
What's up with
or
that
get
fog?
more rabbits.
Mist.
Are you gonna say it or am I?
You can go ahead and say it.
You're talking out your ass.
I am.
Yes.
The mist allows travelers to not leave.
That's what I'm saying. Get at. I feel like what the situation is. Madam
this,
is the leader
who
of the
controls the
caravan.
Your
most?
tyrant
The caravan
princess doing?
is simply
This curse?
No one so much controls the mist as
That was heavy.
the caravan.
more of there's a
is just
beacon
so
of
happened to be
power that
a
powers
You know
the mist.
what? But hold on a second. But you know what? This mist thing could be crazy.
There's only one
Since
way
so
to
many-
actually
Since so many people.
Leave.
and that is to win the curse.
They know
I'm a
about the
prince.
mist, the fog
How do
stuff.
you guys get out of it?
They are
Because
just.
he asked about it.
Like
I
the
know.
prince said, we're allowed to
But
leave
it's-
and come whenever we
That
please.
bullshit.
But
That-
if this mist
They're
thing is
humans.
true, if this
Now,
mist thing is
you
true,
used magic earlier, correct? What was this magic that you used earlier?
How do
You're a
you?
thrall. You may not be a vampire yourself, but you work for the motherfucker.
He's not willing to admit that he cast a spell earlier that allows him to detect evil creatures. I know these. I'm very sensitive to magic myself.
I do notice that. I'm actually very curious. What are you?
Stanimir, you are not fitting the correct.
wait, hold on. Answer that question. What are you?
We call ourselves Vistani.
Who?
The Stannies. Quite interesting.
Have you read about them, Magic Man?
I've read a little bit about 10 Mount Token.
You've seen their name like once in a book before, and the only details that you really have heard about them in the past is that these guys are just like gypsies, like they're bums. They just kind of
Called it.
go from place to place.
Called it.
That-
I called it.
Alright, Magic
I
Man.
knew it from the very beginning. You guys are gypsies. No offense. No offense. Just the common vernacular for them.
Alright,
Yeah.
Magic Man, you were right.
Is this Ava character also a Vistani?
Yes, she is.
Anything particularly different about Ava?
Only that she has a heightened sense for what comes and what doesn't.
Like a seer.
I have a question. Why were we brought here? Because obviously we tried going back and then the fog, and you knew about the fog, so why were we brought
You
here?
just explained it, which is that their prince
Meta
was
version.
cursed with
Pause
something.
on you. Pause. Reality. He's explaining mentally to us right now what's going on. He's not hearing this.
Can we ask him? Wait.
We're paused, I guess.
We're paused. So just so everybody's on the same page, let's get this settled out right now.
Okay. Why were we brought there?
We are brought here because we don't know why we're brought here, other than
They had something to do with it.
they do not have anything to do with it. That's why I wanted to pause this for a second, make sure everybody understands the story that we've been told so far.
Okay.
What just transpired is that there is a curse upon the land. The
Not
fog,
the land.
the air, curse on the prince.
There's a curse on the prince.
Curse on the prince.
He's turned into a tyrant.
Yes.
This prince was saved by the Vistani. And the Vistani are
Before
allowed...
the curse. Before the curse.
The Vistani are allowed passage in and out using the fog, which the fog supposedly selects. The fog selects...
They brought
That
us
is not
here.
proven. That is not proven.
Oh, yes, the fuck it is, because they said, we'll see you again, and
The
they knew about
curse.
all of us. So they knew about
curse.
everything.
Okay, but had we not
Let's get the facts down before
walked
we
up to these guys and this guy not touched
potentially.
And then
We
we,
would never
were
end up
fucking
in the
brought
curse.
into the shitstorm because we couldn't move.
Lay out
I
the
have a
facts.
feeling if we had sent him back to the castle by himself, he'd be the only one wandering through. the fog.
Let's lay out the facts first. Let's not make assumptions. Let's get the facts straight. His story is Cloud brought us here. Can't leave. His story is can't leave until that guy is taken care of in any means possible. So we're stuck here.
So we're basically
I don't buy the
slaves
story,
now.
though, dude.
You don't. I'm telling you that this is the facts of the story, and I'm pretty sure that
That's what we've been given, but I don't buy the story though.
we do. We have a note that's not a part of the story saying the same thing. We also have the gypsy.
It could all be a fucking setup, though.
The
I mean,
by
it'd
the
be a
story.
lot for a setup, but if they need a feast or
That's
something...
triple tier
we
stuff.
need to
That's
figure
so
out
overdone.
who's
We
in
don't
the
have to
black
overthink it that
carriage,
far.
where
We
that
don't have to
thing was
overthink it that far.
going.
I've been watching detective shows.
Yeah, that you get it. Take it down a notch on the detective shows.
The only thing we know for certain at this point, because I don't trust these guys, is that the black carriage that was in that town had an evil motherfucker inside.
Absolutely did.
You don't have to trust...
So that should be our operating group.
You don't
we
have
know
to...
one fucking thing, and that is whoever's in that black carriage.
They're working with or for that person.
My guess was that black carriage was the actual horrible creature that we're going to face in the future.
I mean, we could
That's
ask
because it was so
people
well
talking,
shielded
they
that
don't
nobody
know
could see
about
it.
the fucking
Right.
carriage,
But
you
that,
know?
that we can ask. No, well, they're not going to tell us that right now. We already asked that
Okay,
question.
so then we're supposed to trust these guys with everything else if they can't tell us to answer a simple question for us, right?
The lady will be the one to tell us the future. That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that that's what's happening, and we don't have to follow this route. I'm just saying this is the facts. This is
What's
what
gonna
we get.
happen is we're already following the route. We're already getting insight, because we can't take what they say with a grain of fucking salt because we don't know.
But we know
we're
we can't
already
leave.
fucking there and we can't leave, so we're stuck. We gotta go.
So, where is the river? In our, we don't. That's yeah. We do know the drag. Where are we right now?
Butter.
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 Cox.